It's national meets regional. It's Sidewalks Entertainment. The long-running celebrity, music, and art series. Join us for a new path to arts and entertainment.
The all-new Kidz Bop is here, so get ready!
It's Kidz Bop 26 with some of today's hottest songs, sung by kids for kids.
Well, if there was ever any question about there being talent in America, that question is no more. With me today are two amazing kids from the mega group Kidz Bop, which has sold more than 14 million albums and is the #1 kids music brand in the U.S. And with me today from Kidz Bop are Matt and Jayna. Welcome to Sidewalks, you guys.
Hi.
Gosh, we're so glad to have you with us today.
So glad to be here.
It's really exciting.
So tell me where you two are from, how old you are, and how you got started on this crazy ride.
I am 11 years old, and I'm from North Bergen, New Jersey.
And I'm 12 years old, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
And the story, how did you get involved with Kidz Bop?
Well, we had they had a nationwide audition through YouTube, and they had over 1,000 kids sent in audition videos. And then they picked 11 kids to fly to Dallas to have a 2-day boot camp. And we stayed there for 2 days, and we learned to sing and dance some songs. And then we went home for a couple months, and they picked us 5.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That must have been a very exciting time for you to be selected out of all of those kids.
It was.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
For those that are not familiar with the kind of music that you guys do, what makes your group kind of different than other musical groups? You guys do something different that others don't do.
Well, first, Kidz Bop is a brand that takes the popular songs off of the top 100s and they make them conducive for other children to hear. And it's they make family-friendly albums. And, I think that's great because kids our age and younger and older get to listen to the songs they love.
That's right. Well, and in a kid-friendly way. Not all songs are appropriate for all ages, and you guys make it fun for everybody, and that's the best part. Well, let's talk about your album, Kidz Bop 26, and the Dream Big, Sing Loud tour. What are some of the favorite songs that you guys like to perform from that album? There's so many great ones out.
Yeah, there is really some great songs. But from Kidz Bop 26, the CD, my favorite song would probably have to be Pompeii. It's a really fun song.
Yeah,
Nice.
and my favorite song would have to be Best Day of My Life, and especially the video, because in the video it's like we see things from the audition process, we see things from when we got back together after we were there for 6 weeks, and it's just like a major throwback, and it's really fun to see how far we've come on this incredible journey.
So singing and dancing is a huge part of what you guys do. You must spend an awful lot of time sort of juggling schoolwork and rehearsing. What's a typical day like for you? You must be getting up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, actually.
Actually, we did the Today Show yesterday, and it was a 5 in the morning call.
Yeah.
But a typical day for us would be call time at 10, rehearsal between 10 and 5, and then, of course, we have to fit in school, and since school is our #1 priority, we have a tutor that travels with us, and it's great because we get one-on-one attention, and, after rehearsal and school, you just want to conk out and go to sleep.
Right. Well, I'm glad to hear school is important because, music careers kind of can come and go. So having some other, education and things to fall back on is certainly going to be very helpful to your future, as your parents are probably reinforcing with you.
Yeah, all the time.
So, I know that the group does mostly pop music, but do you have other musical influences? Like, are there other genres of music that you guys enjoy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like electronic and rock. So those are my other two favorite styles.
Yeah, and I like rock and jazz.
Nice.
Oh, and I like hip hop too.
What's the hardest thing about sort of being on tour? You guys must be gone for stretches of time, and there's a lot of fabulous things about touring as a group, but what's the hardest thing to deal with?
Waking up in the morning. I'm kidding. Just like to make sure our vocals are really good, because we are singing live, and we want to make sure that we sound good on stage. So just to make sure your vocals are good. So
Yeah, and the dancing part for me is the hardest part. Because we do about 12 or 13 songs in the show, and there's a lot of movements and choreography that you have to remember. And not only that, but put singing on top of that it's really hard. And our show's like an hour and a half. So, yeah, we've come a long way, though.
It sounds like it, for sure. Now, okay, when you're on tour with everybody, you get to know each other as a group probably pretty well, even better maybe than some of your own brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Who in the group would you say is the biggest prankster? And
Oh my
what
gosh,
was the biggest
she's
prank
sitting
they
right
pulled?
next to me.
You got busted, man.
I think the boys. Yeah, cause
You.
So what was the biggest prank pulled? Come on, you got to fess up.
okay. The biggest prank I've pulled. I can't remember.
Can you think of
but
one? There's too many to count,
yeah,
right?
but Grant, oh my gosh, he's a prankster too. So I think the boys are
Yeah.
the biggest pranksters out of them all.
Well, we are almost out of time here, but as we close, how has your life changed since this magical ride sort of began for you? I mean,
Oh
do you
my
guys get
gosh.
recognized on the street? I mean, how has it changed?
Oh my gosh, it's an incredible change that has happened. Not only have we grown as grown together as one big family, but we've grown individually. And I think that, through Kidz Bop, I think once we finished, because this is a really good way to find out, what you want to do, what you want to do
Yeah.
with your life. Do you want to continue music, or do you want to move on to theater? So there's so many different opportunities that will come out of Kidz Bop, and so I think that's great. That's one of the biggest changes, is all the opportunities that will come out of it.
Yeah, it's just crazy. We've sold over 18 million albums. We're up there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
You really
it's-
are.
it's
I mean, you're
amazing.
competing with people like Miley Cyrus and other mainstream artists. You guys
Yeah.
are great. Well, gosh, we sure appreciated having you today on the show, Matt and Jayna. Thank you so much for being with us,
Thank
and
you.
I just wish you all the best.
Bye.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.